Welcome back to the KOAM News at Noon. So, as we had talked about the last couple of days, we specifically mentioned Elk and Chautauqua counties for rain. Well, here we are, the noon hour, Elk and Chautauqua counties getting some rain. And right now, they're about the only ones getting any kind of precipitation in our area. However, there have been a few minor changes to the forecast. We're going to talk about those in just a moment. First, let's look at Skywatch Storm Tracker. So Elk, Chautauqua counties, there's the rain from a system that really hasn't done much for us, because when we put this in a loop, you're going to see that it hit a brick wall essentially and is not really advancing much past this. So the cloud cover is advancing past that, but not the rain, unfortunately. So let's take a look back. This was all a nice batch of strong, even severe thunderstorms across parts of Kansas. The stronger portion survived and surged southeastward, but watch this portion. It surges, and look at it. As soon as it hits the Elk, Chautauqua County area, it just dies. It stops and it doesn't go any further. And unfortunately, that's going to mean, like we've been saying, that we won't see that much rain outside of that. But a couple of changes have occurred. There's a couple of different thinkings on what's going to happen through the rest of the afternoon. For example, this future track, see, look at 3 o'clock. A couple of pop-up storms out there. One version of the future track shows some additional development in parts of southeast Kansas later this evening, and another says that that's not going to happen. So we'll keep an eye on this, but we could see a few additional stray showers, maybe a rumble of thunder across a slightly wider area of southeast Kansas into northeast Oklahoma, bringing some more of that much needed rainfall. And then we go into our Thursday, and we're watching the possibility, it's a slim one, of some additional thunderstorms out there. So we like these changes because it adds rain chances to our forecast. MoDOT camera, 20th and range line. We've got some sun, we've got some clouds. You can see them here from our camera at the KOAM studios just north of Crestline. Some clouds, some sun out there, as we're right on the leading edge of those clouds from those thunderstorms out to the west. So sun trying to get through, but clouds increasing. We're at 87 in Joplin, feels like 88, because again, the dew point's up there. The humidity dropped, but not the dew point. So that's why it's not oppressive, but it's uncomfortable to say the least. 85 in Pittsburgh. Now this is reporting a wind chill of 84, but we know that's not the case out there. Dew point, same, up there, humidity down. And you look out west, those cooler temperatures where they've been dealing with the rain. And Sedan, at least in our area, the coolest spot at 79 because they've had the cloud cover starting to get that rain. Otherwise, we've got 83 Iola, 84 Fort Scott, 86 Miami, 85 Neosho, and up to 87 in Carthage. For the majority of us, still looking at those highs, upper 80s, low 90s, some stray showers, maybe a rumble of thunder out to our west, and maybe a little further into parts of southeast Kansas. Those will wrap up around midnight, 1 a.m. out there, and we'll be left with partly cloudy skies and going into the upper 60s for our overnight lows. Now we're looking at mostly sunny skies for tomorrow and highs upper 80s, but we do have that possibility of a stray storm or two as we head into our Thursday. So we've added a 20% chance there'll be pop-up storms, but at least it's there. As we head into our Friday, some additional evening pop-up storms possible. Lower 90s return heading into the weekend. And heading into the weekend, we're looking at maybe some evening scattered storms on Saturday, and then we'll get morning storms Sunday. We'll take a break in the afternoon and have additional scattered storms in the evening Sunday. Low, then mid, then upper 90s toward the end of next week, with at least one more round of at least a slight chance for some additional rainfall. So unfortunately, we don't really have a lot of good rain chances out there, but we do have some, and rain chances aside, temperatures as we head into next week really heating up. Of course, today the first official day of summer, and it's really getting here.
And the longest day of the year as well.
It is indeed. It's going to make it harder for you and I to go to sleep.
Well, doesn't take much.
That's true.
When I get the opportunity, I can sleep. All right, thanks, Chris. Well, stick around. We're making summer's best slaw after the break.